All right, everyone, welcome back to another night of Cyrenthe, where we get to tell tales in my homebrew world here on my Twitch channel. My name is Ty Thalanos, and thank you for stopping by and checking out our channel. If you would like to, the music that you heard in the introduction and that you're going to hear throughout the rest of the night comes from our bard Gregulus Designs, or the Derpwood. You can find the music on YouTube and Spotify. Speaking of YouTube, we're also cross-streaming on YouTube to try that out. So, you can always find us there on YouTube. So everyone say hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
We have been on YouTube for a while now, but now we're live on YouTube. So we'll see how that goes. Thank you, Mike, for that prime sub. A couple more quick notes to get through before we get on with the game. Let's see my buttons. Let's go backwards actually. As Mike just alluded to, if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can create an NPC that is going to have a large impact on the players and on their game, whether or not they become adopted by the players, or maybe they become a recurring villain. That's a new one I think I'm going to start playing with here. So we'll see, but you can let me know how that is. If you just end up following the channel, though, you can create an NPC that'll have a small tale to tell in the story, but still will interact with the players in one way or another. Another way that you can support the channel is by donating bits. 100 bits or 100 copper pieces gets you one hero point that you can give to the GM or any of the players. And I also have a special homebrew with the players that every third session they get a free hero point from their generous GM. So players, you have an additional hero point. I think that's it. One last announcement for myself is my Discord. If you want to jump into my Discord channel, that's where you can interact with me and give me ideas for your NPC that the players can someday meet. With that, let's jump into the players. First, Mike, a little introduction and who you are playing tonight.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike, aka Madcap23 on most of the socials. Been doing TTRPGs for 20 plus years now. Most different systems. Loving the world that Ty created, and I will be your Whisper Elf Rogue, who has had 6 sessions without war crimes. So let's see if we can keep that. We'll get rid of that streak. Back to you, Ty.
Let's just keep that streak going forever. Keep it up. That's all we got to do. Allie, a little bit about yourself and who you are playing tonight.
My name is Allie. I play this. This is like my first campaign, but we play in a year, so it's really not new anymore. Feeling good about a new hero point. I don't think we're gonna do war crimes, but there is illegal selling, technically legal. So I feel like that could get spicy. I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited. Oh, and I'm Joanna, the human monk.
And Shelly, a little bit about yourself and who you're playing tonight.
Hey yo, it's Shelly, also known as Flea Monkey out in the world. Hey, it's Flea Monkey on Threads and Instagram. Tonight I am playing Guzmek, your friendly neighborhood cleric, who I will drop a little piece of lore. Her last name is Gork, you guys. Guzmek Gork. I think we learned that once a long time ago, and
yes, we did.
Bringing it back around. I have a last name.
Probably almost a year ago.
Yeah. Double G. Just a reminder, 1 year later.
Well, if you guys turn north after Lichdad, you can go back to Gareth if you want.
Could.
Sounds like you guys are trying to go back west.
We got so much to do.
Yeah.
All around the world, and you guys chased after this direction.
Yep.
Why is that like that?
Everyone wanted to meet Lich Dad.
Yep. We need to know some stuff about your past. With our own eyes. With our own eyes there. Don't you know? What's happening?
Time for Minnesota salads that aren't really salads.
Novicius,
crimes.
thank you again for your resub. Thank you so much. All right. I think it's time to get back into it, players. Let's see. We're in town at the moment.
This is the neck music.
This is the what?
The neck music,
Oh.
right?
Let's see, I'm gonna go like that. I'm changing things up just a touch for audio. Okay. Players, I think the last session, the players had finally arrived in Mirorath, had made their, here we go. The players had checked in to the last drop in after the Dragon Snout caravan arrived into Mirorath. They then headed up a couple hours outside of town up to an old abandoned cemetery to where an old compatriot of Hastian's had hidden buried a chest underneath a Vicious, thank you so much for the hero point. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Noise.
Buried a chest of treasure underneath a broken wall to this old cemetery. When the players found this chest, opened it up, and found a nearly half-full chest of silver coins. Taking the
That's
coins and leaving the 2 bags of other items behind, players returned to town, had a night out, where they spent a bit of a coin at the Harvest Treasure, enjoying a flight of wines, which surprisingly Joanna did not hate. So we may have found
Weakness.
her beverage of choice, her secondary beverage of choice.
Weakness.
The let's see. The next morning, I do believe morning came. Are we still in the evening?
We are in the morning.
No,
were
it
going
was
to
in the
stay
morning.
overnight.
Yeah, as
Yep.
in the morning, Lev ended up coming down, or Hastian was gifted a bag of coins that were given from some of the previous contractees of the Dragon Snout caravan, giving the party 20 gold to refurbish or reacquire some horses for their replacements for the 2 that they had lost during the last leg of their journey. Lev, the owner of the caravan, came down, spoke to the party for a moment, talking about when they expected to leave, seeing if they were aligned in both heading east, before they were interrupted by a familiar chiming outside of the tavern. Lev, with a bit of a huff, took off, grabbed his cloak, and headed out to take care of, seems like, those chimes that had warned of inclement weather during their travel. The players took that warning as, well, maybe today's going to be an in-town day, rather than traveling. So, I think that is where we are going to jump back to the players, back at the last drop in, where you were planning out your day. Players, I leave it to you.
So, I think I'm going to go and try to find us a couple new horses. You know, I can do it alone. Y'all can come with me. Either way, it should be fine. But we definitely want to get back up to 4 horses so that it's not a strain on ours to pull the wagon.
I mean, it makes
You
sense
think?
for me to come. Yeah, no, I agree. It makes sense for me to come with, though. I can at least, maybe ask the horses if they like us, because I can do that thing.
Yeah, definitely.
We want to have a horse
Definitely.
a couple horses that want to be with us, right?
Right. Yeah.
Consent.
I just want to come.
Informed consent. Yeah, you can help pick out the nice looking horses, right?
Mhm.
There you go.
Good vibes.
So I asked the barkeep or our waitress or someone, where is it in town that we might be able to acquire horses?
I don't think I had. I don't remember if I had anybody's name for the last.
Finian?
Huh? Oh,
Finian? We checked in with him. I don't know
Perfect.
if that was the right one.
Thank you. Players taking notes. Finian.
Yay!
Oh yeah, I have a whole notebook off to the side that I should probably be prepared with. Yes, there we go. As checking in with Finian, the owner of the last drop, you can if you check in with Taryn outside, his pappy runs a horse trader. If you want, it's probably better than the just the workhorses you'll find for sale about town. And he'll be able to tell you where to go.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
Best of luck.
What else
So
are we
we
gonna
go
do
and-
today? Oh,
I don't really know that we have a whole hell of a lot to do in town. Again, find ourselves new horses and I guess we're kind of the inclement weather's got me a little worried about traveling. So that's why I'm more willing to stay here for one more night. And maybe by then Lev will have people that want to go east. If they
Makes-
do, awesome.
yeah, it makes more sense too. I mean, if we're gonna leave, we should always leave in the morning. We've already kind of like hung out a little bit and stuff. It's not first thing anymore. Also, it might be muddy, and we
Yeah.
don't have enough horses. Yeah, let's go get some horses.
All right.
Heading outside the tavern back to the stables, find a pair of boys back there. The one whom you had generously tipped to take care of your horses is hard at work, focused on your horses again, keeping the best of care, while also seemingly talking to another young stable hand and instructing them about how these are the horses to take care of all day long. Hearing the doors open as you kind of enter, or as you walk through, he'll turn about and smile. Well, welcome back. Are you planning on leaving? You stay another day? Anything we can do to help?
We're gonna stay another day. And we were told that one of you may have ideas on where we might be able to find or acquire 2 additional horses.
The one boy that you had been talking to previously perks up and gives a bit of a smile. That'd actually be me. I can, if you care to. I'm about to head home, and I can introduce you to my dad, and he'd be the one to figure out selling some horses if you want.
Okay, let's do that.
Are you walking, or are we taking the horses?
We can walk. Those horses are needing some rest after
Yeah.
the journey that we had to get here. I don't want to bother him today.
All right, that'll be another 2 silver for the day then, if we'll be taking care of them all day, and it's not too long. Just might be about an hour getting where we need to go.
Okay. I take out another gold. And I I'm gonna give him a gold. Say, make sure that they're well taken care of, brush them down, that type of thing.
Okay. Cyrenthe takes the gold eagerly and looks at it closely as a bright smile before you can see the smile fade a touch as an elbow kind of nudges him in the side before he passes off the gold. I'll be there and I'll be ready in 30 seconds. And he kind of passes off the gold and turns around and tears back to the back of the stables, and you kind of start hearing some cluttering, some banging quick as he comes running out, like cloak in one hand, a bag only slung over one shoulder. He's not quite fully set for the road. Well, if you're ready, we can head on out. Make this quick for you.
We're ready. We can go right now.
He quickly leads you to the east of Mirorath, kind of getting ready, looking up at the clouds rolling in as the wind kind of starts to kick up a bit. Players, please, kind of one person, please give me a percentile check. Just curious.
We got it.
Also, welcome in, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
87. Oh, yeah, 87. It's 2 different dice.
Rick, as the
Excuse me. We both got 87.
as the 3 of you kind of head off, you start to get a little information from Taryn as he tries to keep up conversation. He lets you know it's only a couple miles outside of town. And you gotta take a little side road up to their farm. Probably gonna take about an hour. This kid's name is Taryn Shao, and that his dad, Bilbar Shao, will be able to help us. We got the finest travel horses any merchant can carry, and well, we also got we can help a lot of. He seems to kind of stutter a little bit and tries to restart, and he can't really get out what sounds to be a should-be practiced speech, but he's not the best at it quite yet. But it does seem like his family are relatively well-known horse trainers in the area. And sure enough, after a little bit, one of the many roads that kind of crisscross the heart of Cyrenthe, one that would probably not be taken by most merchants, Taryn will heading south, and a farm on your right, a farm on your left. It takes a couple farms and houses by before you end at the end of the road to a kind of a basic wooden arch, and you can see on the top of it is Shao's horses. Heading in a bit, you catch in the distance a number of horses kind of grazing in some far pastures, a couple carousels for training, and a moderate-sized house with a much larger stable kind of nearly attached to it. It seems they definitely care the most about the horses.
So while we're walking, I'm gonna continue to encourage him to keep going on his speech. Make sure that I'm actively listening to him and oh, that's wonderful. Looking for something that I know we can use to haul our wagon. What do you? Are there breeds that you have that you'd suggest? That type of thing, just to kind of build up his confidence.
Give me a diplomacy check, please.
Guzmek's gonna turn around and do a intimidation. No, I'm not.
I mean, you could.
I'm not gonna. I'm supportive
18.
Okay.
and hungover.
He takes it to heart. Seems to get a little better at the practice. The speech, the eloquence comes after a bit of time. A little less nervous about treating you all as customers. Might be a little relaxed more as he kind of turns back to look, and there's Guzmek like mocking Hastian on occasion.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
As
In a loving way.
yeah, no. As you come upon the farm, an older gentleman, not terribly old, but a middle-aged gentleman, kind of steps out and starts waving at Terran before noticing you and kind of turning back into the house, and comes out before you're able to reach directly to the house or all the way up to where he was. Comes out, seems to be a cleaner shirt was put on at the last minute. Kind of prepares himself and presents. Welcome, Terran. Who might this be? Terran kind of turns about. Customers, Dad. Sounds like they were looking for some horses and were sent our way, so I thought I'd bring them by.
I kind of get a little head nod and say, we're known as Decent Noodle. Take out one of the non-leaving our mark business cards and hand it over to him. We're kind of sellswords. We've been doing work with caravans in the last several months, but unfortunately, due to the carelessness of folks that were in the last caravan with us, we ended up losing a couple of our horses. We have a Vardo, fairly decent sized, that we could get by with the 2 horses that we've got, but I want to kind of make it easier on them because horses are, beautiful, wonderful creatures, and want to keep them as happy as we can, right?
Well,
And also, you just never know when they're gonna get eaten.
It seems to be practiced and prepared for the Hastian response before being a little offset by Guzmix, but will quickly kind of right himself. Well, you've come to the right place, actually. We got a number of horses to choose from, and those that are ready for the road and well traveled, or not well traveled, but understand the way of being on the road most of their lives. No better place to get them from here. At least this side of the heart. Kind of gives a bit of a laugh as Terran kind of switches side from where you are to kind of to him, and he'll he'll get his dad's ear, kind of pull him down, and make him just say a few words to him as he kind of brightens up with holding the card and look up at you all. If you're ready.
Perception.
Sure.
I want to know what they said.
Okay.
And because it is listen, I get my +2.
Sounds good.
So I can't remember how to do that here, so we'll just do this.
Yeah, best roll. We'll add it in.
That's 29. To hear what he said.
You get from Charon. You had heard that they tipped a whole gold for a day's worth of work, and that's really to the extent of it. So you know that look in Bill Shao's eye.
Dollar signs in the pupils.
Bill, one of the things that we like to do when we're gonna get our pack. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find Hestian's voice again. One of the things that we like to do is my friend Guzmak here. She can actually speak to the animals, and we'd like to have a discussion. We'd like to allow her to have a discussion with the beasts and see what they feel about becoming our helpers.
Compatriots.
Is that going to be a problem?
Oh, of course not. Actually, we welcome it. The little woman herself spends a lot of time out here talking with the horses. So
excellent. Let's go and see what you have. I'd prefer something that's hardy, but that you can pull a wagon well, but also could give us a decent amount of speed.
oh, fret not. We can help you with all that and more. Actually, well, possibly. Let's. Why don't we come back and take a look? And probably for the next 10-15 minutes, he'll kind of show you about the farm, a number of very high-end horses. It's kind of where he starts off with, bypassing any of the show horses, moving more towards the work, but still are going to look very well. I guess you'll make an entrance coming in with them, but they're ready for the road. They talk about how they're very well traveled. They eventually will get down to that more kind of standard horses that you'd expect. Again, not taking you to that low end. I'm going to say low as in mainly just strength-based farm horses. He will show you just those ready for the road, ready to put miles underneath them. You'll have kind of your pick of what you want. I guess, is there anything that, any of them that kind of suits your fancy?
Well, Joanna, which ones do you like? I can go talk to ones that you kind of, might visually vibe with.
Crap, I didn't know wine last time, and I don't know horses this time.
Well, I mean, think about it for
you like
in
the
terms
brown
of
one or the
colors.
black one or the
Yeah,
white one over there?
There's a black one with white hooves. There's a brown one. There's what they call a palomino one, where it's got spots, mainly white but with brown spots.
Brown
like
and mainly white.
Wendy was an Appaloosa.
I know Crystal is a Clydesdale.
Was Crystal a Clydesdale? Holy
Wow,
cow.
dude.
It's the only one that I wrote down.
We have a Clydesdale in our mix?
Not anymore.
I don't remember.
Crystal.
Ouch.
Yeah, Crystal's the dead one. Dude.
Yeah. So the brown with white, and then what's the second one that you vibe on? The white, mainly white with brown spots.
Oh. Same.
And then
mostly white one? I don't know.
okay.
You want me to go talk to the mostly white one?
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
that makes the names I chose really, really fit too.
Of course.
Okay. Well, white is gonna show the dirt. Okay, but
it's okay because we'll have horse grooming kits, and we can make sure that they're taken care of in each of the towns that we come to.
all right. So I'll head up to the mostly white one first, and I will cast what do we call it? Animal soul siblings.
How many times a day can you do that?
Maybe it's
Once
today.
per day. It doesn't say how long it lasts. Okay, I gain speak with animals. 1 hour. The duration is 1 hour.
Okay.
So I can talk to any horse I want in here, as long as we make it snappy. Actually, an hour is a really long time.
Yeah.
So I will cast it. And I will go up to the white one.
Okay.
No.
I wasn't planning on doing horse voices, even though I should have thought about that.
You better start planning
Oh
for horse
my
voices.
god.
Hey.
Hey.
Well, I mean, you don't have to do a voice for it, Tom.
I
You can
know,
just...
but okay.
Hey, horse. What's your name? Oh, what's your name? I don't have the voice now either.
You
You're a really pretty horse, by the way.
calling out to the horse, kind of, while walking up to it, it seems a bit wary of you. Not running off though, which is a good it's a good sign. And as you speak to it, it seems to also relax. Maybe your soul bonding seems to make you not as frightening to horses as some other goblins. As the horse kind of, I don't think you could say my name. And he kind of gives a long-winded, well, you understand it in horse. You can't really, like, repeat it. And you don't really know what it means.
Okay. Could I just call you Podge for now? Because I can't say what you just said. Just for now. And we'll figure out how to communicate later if you want to be with us.
If you want to call me Podge, that's fine.
Okay. Thanks, Podge. We're a group. We travel together. We're called Decent Noodle, and we are looking for 2 new horses to join our group. And we do a lot of traveling, but we never work you hard, unless we're trying to get somewhere. I guess it does happen sometimes, but we treat all of our horses real good. We'll groom you. I as you can tell, can talk to you. So there's that. You see that woman over there? She's really, really good at, working with you so that you go where we want you to. And if you don't want to go that way, we understand and we will work with it. You'll be comfortable. We won't handle you improperly, I guess is what I'm saying, because we have her. She knows how to do this stuff. Do you want to come with us?
I guess I wouldn't mind traveling a bit. Doing a lot of traveling, I hope.
There's quite a bit of travel. Do you ever get scared?
No. Me
Perfect.
scared? Never.
Perfect. You have nerves of steel. You're exactly who we're looking for. Podge is just a temporary name too, by the way. We can figure out what you want to be called in a way that we can name you later. Okay. I'll turn around to Decent Noodle and I'll do this. And I will move over to the brown and white horse and I'll start the same way. Listen, horse. What do you call yourself?
You'll get another long-winded horse name.
Sure.
But if you want to be friends, you can call me whatever you want.
Okay. I like your willingness to compromise. Yes, that's very good. I don't know if you heard the conversation that I just had with that beautiful white horse over there. We travel together.
Yeah, traveling. Yeah, let's go. I'm ready. And they kind of had already ran up to you excitedly and then kind of bounces a bit around you. All right, we going? We going?
Okay. I'll turn around.
I'm excited about
you,
that one.
You stay here for now. We're gonna see if we can afford you. I don't know if that's a concept that makes sense, but we have to find a way to give them something so they'll let us take you.
Okay. I'll go sit. I'll go over there. And the excited brown and white horse seems to pounce over to the other and almost like an excited puppy kind of be hip checking and shoulder checking and bouncing into Podge a bit.
Oh, dang, we got a lively one here. Joanna, you're gonna have your work cut out for you with that brown one, but the enthusiasm is unparalleled. So let's see what we can get.
Kind of reminds me of someone, Fangtooth. Or
Oh my god. Yeah.
I feel like everybody that's cute and enthusiastic reminds us of Fangtooth right now.
it's not a bad thing.
All right, let's negotiate for these two. I got a good vibe off of both of them, for different reasons entirely. That white one is a brave soul, ready for some travel, and this other one, well, you can see what's going on here.
I'm gonna call Bill back over to us, assuming that he let us just walk the barn for a little bit.
Yep.
All right. So aesthetically, we like both of those. You can see, however, that the one a little bit excitable. Not something I'm necessarily looking forward to putting with because the other two horses that we have they're seasoned, if you understand what I mean. They've been around. They are very calm. I don't know if brown and white is going to necessarily work extremely well in that, but I'm willing to give it a chance. What's the price on the two of those?
Jelena's she's a bit excitable, but don't worry, she quiets down after a bit of hard work and
wait, what did you call her?
Jelena.
Jelena?
Yes.
Not sticking, no, but anyway, keep going.
You might have said Jillian.
No. Jelena. And Bradle will help straighten her out. Don't worry if you want to take them both. It's just fine. They'll be thick as thieves in no time, and they'll listen to you. Don't you fret about that. Now,
what are you asking?
Normally, we'd probably be looking about 15 gold apiece. It's a bit spendier than it would, but they're young and they're going to last you a long time. But kind of be twiddling the card a little bit. I could be willing to make a deal if you could help me out with something. Seems to be you might be just some people we be looking for, and we'll even give you a bit of a surprise.
Okay, what? A surprise? Like a good one?
A bit of a bonus. How's that? Something that you can only find here at Shao Farm.
I'm gonna say it's not grapes, is it?
No.
It's horse wine.
See, I've been a performer, and the circus that I worked for, we replaced animals, including horses, quite often. You're saying that you'll give us these two horses if we do you a favor? Or are you saying you're going to discount the price if we do you a favor?
I could heavily knock down the price to
So
5
in
gold apiece.
general, what's the favor you need? Let's start there.
You see, part of the extra bonus we'd give you is the missus a bit of a tinkerer, a bit of a. Let's just say she knows how to engrave some special magics on some items, and
Nice.
we got a number of horseshoes that we could pass along to you. Could expedite your journey.
Again, what's the favor?
Oh, apologies. I got a little sidetracked trying to. Wow, never mind. It seems her.
We're trying to sweeten the deal, so I get it. So this must be something that you really need done.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Let's talk about that.
her workshop may have been re-inhabited by something we're not terribly comfortable with being nearby. See, it's nothing too terrible. Just an ooze seems to have taken up residence in her little workshop hut.
Okay. How big is this ooze?
Kind of. She said it was pretty damn big, but he kind of turns and chuckles. Most everything's pretty damn big to her, and she kind of turns about, and you can see off in the distance, kind of tending to a couple of the horses, is a gnome.
Interesting. All right. Give us a second. Decent Noodle, come here.
Decent noodle, assemble. What is it?
So
We're doing this, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Remember what I did to the troll?
Yes.
I could probably do that to an ooze.
Well, even if you can't, I mean, it can't be. What's the worst that can happen? It can't be that big.
It could eat our flesh away.
I was kind of trying to be rhetorical and optimistic. there.
Oh,
That's-
sorry. I just trying to be pragmatic and serious.
Well, that's what makes us a great grouping. Decent noodle.
Yes.
We got it all covered.
All right, let's go
Let's
and
do
take
this.
care of this ooze.
Okay.
So we go back to Bill. Okay, show us where the workshop is, and give us what, an hour? If we don't come out in an hour, please bring our remains out and send them on to.
That's not gonna happen. Don't.
Just
go do it.
If something comes wrong, just come on
Cyrenthe.
running back. That's all.
Send our remains off to Cyrenthe to Dr. Hendricks.
I feel the capable folk such as you haven't any a problem with this, and we'll kind of.
Let's do it.
So he'll unlock a bit of the fence and kind of take you farther into the fields over a couple kind of hills before you can see a bit of a grove off in the distance. Now, just right inside there, you'll find her little workshop back in there. I guess anything in there that shouldn't be moving, just kind of take care of that and give us a holler, and we can come back in and make sure everything's all safe and put back where it should be.
Guzmek would just like to do a quick kind of a vibe check on this guy to make sure that he doesn't think that we got a ton of cash and he's just sending us in to die. So then he can take our money.
Okay. Persuasion? Or not persuasion.
Perception.
Perception, that's the word.
Perception. 27.
27, sure. You kind of take a bit to look them down, looking back at the family. You get these seems pretty honest about it. Looking for a bit of help.
We'll just blame my addiction to the mountain's foot on that little moment of feelings of whatever. Okay, let's go in.
Oh man, I just read something that I was unaware of. Okay, I need to wait until next level.
Oh,
My my otherworldly my ability to do acid splash, next level it becomes a heightened spell, and you do 1d6 plus your spellcasting ability modifier, and the persistent damage increases to 2.
Guys, looking forward to levels that you may never reach.
I know, but still.
What is that? Is this a pretty map?
TPK. TPK. Stay on your couch. I'm gonna have to look them up because this is a really nice looking map.
All right.
I was just doing that.
Get back to here.
Allie, look at that cute goat eating out of that
Where?
trough.
Cute.
Players, as you head into the grove, it seems the grove is almost a bunch of breaker trees kind of lined up a bit to hide what is within. And I will say that stay on your couch on X and Twitter. Thank you so much for this beautiful map. I'm going to snag it for the week. Because you said we could. So check them out on Twitter and X. But
Awesome.
players, as you enter and you see this rough-hewn building, seems partly of growing vines and trees around it. Other is kind of shorn up wood that's sticking through the vines. Seems a bit here and there between both the built up structure and also a bit of growth of nature around it. But the door in front of you stands open, and no motion at the moment inside that you can tell from as back a ways as you are, but it seems this is the area that was last seen, this ooze, whatever the heck it was, that so frightened the wife of Bill. Players, I leave it to you of what you would like to do.
Decent noodle. Okay, here's my suggestion. I'm gonna sneak up there. I'm gonna look up top. I'm gonna look all around and let y'all know what I see.
Can I punch it? Doesn't
I
sound
mean-
solid. Okay. That's
It's Have you ever seen when you? This is Mike talking to Allie. Have you ever heard of a non-Newtonian liquid?
Oh, it's solid when you put enough force.
Yes.
Okay.
It
Nerds.
can move.
Smart nerds you guys are.
Yes, I have
So-
seen it.
Yeah, right away.
I've got a
Wow.
25 on my stealth, and I'm going to move up to here. And I'm going to look up, I'm going to peer in as hidden as I can and look up to see if there's anything on the ceiling.
Okay.
And basically see everything that I can. Oh my God, it's in the corner!
Is that the reaction that you have?
No.
No, it totally is. Oh
That's the
God,
reaction
that's
that,
Christina's
that's the
pants.
reaction
Get
that
in
I
there.
have. Mike has. I'm gonna be like,
Okay. As you
And
okay,
using part of one of my new actions, one of my new things, I am going to silence allies.
For how long?
Well, it's something that I can do as it's a skill feat that I can do. Quiet allies, skill that moving with a group when you are avoiding notice and your allies follow the expert. You and those allies can roll a single stealth check. Use the lowest modifier instead of rolling separately. This doesn't apply to initiative rolls. So who's got the lowest modifier for stealth?
Is this just for stealthing?
Yeah, go and look at your proficiencies
okay.
and look
No,
at
I was
stealth.
Gonna be upset about it, but if it's just for stealthing,
just for
11.
stealthing, essentially, before leaving, he probably tuck the cloak in a little bit in some places that were noisy. Any weaponry would kind of pad a touch just to help make you a little bit quieter. Is really all this is.
So
Okay.
I've got a 13 in stealth.
I am not very stealthy.
What's your stealth?
We're doing numbers, really? Okay,
Yeah,
it's a plus
numbers. Allie?
11.
That's cool with Ty.
Plus 11. Okay, you need to roll.
What? You have
Guzmik,
13?
Guzmik.
Oh,
Guzmik.
oh, okay,
Guzmik
okay.
rolls.
the lowest modifier.
Ghosts. Okay, what do you want me to roll?
Roll a
What do I-
d20 stealth roll.
Okay.
Do it.
think
Dude, I
If
will.
you would
Hold on.
cut your toenails, I think you'd be a little more stealthier.
Shit.
That's what you get for
it's-
rushing her.
Yeah, should not have rushed me, man. Give me a moment to retract my toenails, because sometimes I can do that if I concentrate.
I do the look over there,
I mean,
and I point towards that cube. So I mean, we're not stealthy anymore. So if the thing heard us, actually, it would have to do a opposed perception check against a 5.
This is just one door to get in here, it looks like.
Yep.
Okay, well, I mean, let's send Joanna in there first, right? She's kind of that person.
Okay.
has-
I didn't say yes to this.
Hold on.
Where's that?
Oh, we're okay. We're fine.
What? Why would you say it like that?
No.
I didn't mean to do that.
That's fine. Before, as you are at the door, and kind of, oh my god, you guys are killing me.
It's me. I don't know what I did.
You're killing me.
How do you get rid of it? I can move it. I don't know how to get rid of it.
I'm just gonna.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jesus. Players, as Hastian has pointed out this strange ooze-like goopy teal cube of gelatin, like stuck up against the wall, like 5 feet high. Jello seem to be slowly moving up the wall. You pause for a moment, shocked at what you're seeing, as
You said up the wall?
yeah, slowly moving up the wall, as you see something kind of
Dripping down.
drop past. As
I looked up.
yeah, you did, and then you moved on to something else so fucking quickly I could never explain anything. That it seems there's another one
Fuck.
directly above the door, though in this is a good, building is probably like 20 feet high. And somewhere up a ways, when you actually look in again closely, you can see that it is waiting directly above the door.
I would like to turn to Joanna, reach up, grab her shoulder, and say, "You got this. You know you're like the best fighter here. These guys are nothing to you, and I will cast heroism on her, which, as we did before, it grants you a +1 status bonus to attack rolls, perception checks, saving throws, and skill checks.
I'm gonna put my hands slightly in the door and cast Acid Splash.
Okay. Let's roll for initiative. We'll get that going, and then can kind of start this surprise round for everybody with your actions.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
What did you want? Initiative? Sorry.
Yep, you're fine.
Yep.
Why aren't her rolls showing up?
What?
Oh, okay.
Your rolls are showing up.
Nothing.
You got a
Yep.
1.
It just took
Good.
a while. No, I mean, I saw the dice, but I just didn't see them in
Oh.
the chat. I knew I did poorly.
Which is fine. That means myself and Joanna go before you, and
Totally
then
fine.
if we're dying,
Totally
you can heal us.
Or run. I mean, whatever.
So during this preparatory round, Guzmik could have started casting her spell, which would maybe put pressure on Hastian of, okay, we're doing this. Because he was ready and he would have allowed the spell to start. So then Hastian did his acid splash. Joanna, is there something that you would do with all of a sudden combat is upon you because Hastian's poking the jello?
Hold still? Do I already have heroism?
Yeah, it's just like it activate about the same time, and then Hastian act goes, and then if there's something you want to do, or you could just wait and see what the heck happens from Hastian's spell.
Can I drop into Dragon Stance, or is that too many?
No, you
Too
can use
much.
it. That's fine. Good use of it.
I'm not
So-
going near acid.
Dang it, Joanna, hold still.
That's,
No, she lowered to your
that's-
level.
No, but I already...
You're welcome.
That's a 22 to hit with the Acid Splash.
Okay.
Did I beat it by more than 10 or no?
Yes, you did.
Persistent damage is 1 every round.
Okay.
Oh, that was the wrong roll. Sorry, roll damage. Acid damage. 9 points of damage plus 1 point every round of acid damage.
Sounds good.
And then I am going to step. If I can do the right thing, select. There we go. Step this way.
Do you do this too?
No, I just step back and I'm like, give it a second. Let's see what they do. But that's up to you.
Yep, sure.
The thing that I hit is up on the ceiling, 20 foot up. It could drop down, but Joanna, I don't think that you're going to be able to punch it.
I don't have a 20-foot vertical.
So you could run in.
This thing seemed to have fit like half the height of this room. So it's only like 10 feet up.
Okay.
Do I have a 10-foot vertical?
But it's also got acid on it right now, right? If you
Yeah,
punch
I
him,
mean,
you're probably gonna take
Yeah,
some.
I'm just
No.
gonna let you.
Hastian. Okay, so we would have done the acid splash, the dropping a dragon stance, the heroism. It would then kind of start the combat at the end of that surprise round, and it is back to Hastian if there's something else you want to do.
Yes. I'm poisoning weapons. I'm quick drawing, poisoning, and then poisoning weapons. And I am going to go. Seriously.
I messed it up
Come
last
on.
time. I'm not moving.
There. And I am going to use stealth to hide once again.
Okay. Would that be it for your turn then?
That will do it for my turn, and I'm hidden on a 31.
All right.
I am basically part of the wall.
Luckily, it's this gelatinous cube's turn. Oh, wait. I'm missing something, y'all. We're in battle music.
Cool. Okay.
I was wondering why I felt so chill.
I'm already stressed.
Yeah, I think that's quiet enough. Okay. This gelatinous cube, aware of your presence, will, with a surprising jolt of speed, will kind of drop down before slowly starting to inch and squeeze its way through the door, heading into your direction. Gotta make sure I have all the fun things in here. I forgot to read everything it did, so let's make it a lot worse than I thought, but
I love it when you say things like that, Ty.
So cool.
oh my goodness, I did not
Oh,
read
look at his
everything.
face.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
It's
Oh,
okay.
shoot.
Remember, it said extreme. It's not extreme. You guys should be okay.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, but we just saw your face.
Mm-hmm.
That was like a happy face. That wasn't I'm gonna kill you. That's gonna, like, I'm gonna mess
Was
with you.
it?
I don't know. I don't know. Telling myself that.
Yeah, just keep telling yourself that.
Mhm.
We'll be fine.
Perfect.
It'll be fine.
It's gonna envelop one of us.
What could
The
possibly
two
go
of you,
wrong? What?
2 of them.
Oh.
as it continues to kind of squelch and shift. It may be the overconfidence of Hastian that's got you not moving, or the fact that this is a weird gelatiny mass charging you, that it continues to just kind of glorp or attempt to glorp over you. Please, Joanna and Guzmik, give me a reflex save for me, please.
The reflex.
Uh, 29 with heroism. It was already a good roll, but I want to flex it. 'Cause-
Yeah, for sure. Why wouldn't you?
Wrong button.
I like critical failure. Oh.
I don't like that it's glorping over us. That's not my favorite verb. Who am I kidding? It is.
Glorp. Does it seem to be affected
Ravenous?
by my acid splash?
Nope. Seems just fine.
Okay, wrong spell for that. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. You didn't know.
Both of you are able to kind of dodge and roll out of the way as this cube seems to kind of push past you a little bit, as the two of you are able to kind of get out of the way with whatever it was trying to do. Joanna, you are face to face with this giant cube of something. What would you like to do?
Okay, well, I'll kick it. I kind of hope it's edible, but I don't want to take a chance that it's
Edible.
You.
28.
28 does hit.
The color that it is makes me think that it's probably delicious.
It's you.
Yeah,
Jello?
it's like some kind of like Kool-Aid.
Do you normally get Baja Blast at Taco Bell?
I don't go to Taco Bell.
There you go. How much damage to it?
I did 6 damage, but did it damage?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'll do
Uh,
2 hits.
First,
Oh.
what is your ring's special ability?
Critical failure.
Yeah, when you critically succeed, what does it do?
Oh, some damage. Did I critically succeed?
You do.
Nice. Persistent bleed damage. 5.
Oh, damn.
Does it bleed? Is bleed a concept?
Did you punch it or kick it?
I kicked it.
Okay, it's very strange, this jello-y shell that as you kicked it, it didn't seem to have as much force as you expected, but it's really weird how you found like a soft spot in it, an unsolidified area, and it's like dripping instead of staying together. It's very strange, but it seems to have some kind of additional effect to it.
I'll take it. Can I punch it now?
Sure. Yep. Go ahead.
Citric. I'm just gonna roll both. An 18 for the first and 8 for the second.
The 18 does hit. Damage, please.
9.
All right.
And fortitude save. Fortitude save.
It's a 16.
I feel like I loses, so it loses 1 turn.
All right.
What's a critical failure with DC checks? Actually?
10. There are 10
Yeah,
below the goal.
Every time I ask that, it's never close, but good to know.
Hey, yeah, good to know. Knowledge.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Guzmek.
Well, Guzmek is entranced by that color, as is Shelly, and thinks it's delicious and is going to take a bite, or at least try. So I will be striking with my jaws. Why is that not working?
I hope it's delicious.
My tool belt isn't working. Oh yeah, it is. Jesus. Okay. Sorry. Ooh. All right. 30.
That does hit.
What is your ring?
It's a drain.
Right.
Citrine.
Are
not-
all of our rings critical successes?
Yeah, I'll do something
Cool.
different.
Cool.
So this was a critical
It'll be a
success.
critical success.
It was a big number. That's why I asked.
30? I'd hope
That was
so.
a big number. That doesn't seem right. So
Oh my god.
is
What?
this for real?
Wait,
The
what?
target must succeed at a DC 20 fortitude or be slowed until the end of their next turn?
Yep.
I mean, I don't think I've ever
Damn.
critically bit anyone before.
Cool.
Okay, so save against your class DC.
Yeah.
So it's
DC
DC
20.
20. That's gonna be tough. Gelatinous cube.
Why did it double? Wait. Never mind. It did. Why did it double?
Why are you questioning?
I'm questioning the damage. Oh, because you hit
Wasn't
critical.
it supposed to? Yeah. 'cause
Ah.
that did it right?
Yes. Sure.
So
And
it doubled the
she's got-
damage, and also it got that other.
You've got
What?
critical
Wait.
specialization at your level.
Why did
Gotcha.
that happen?
Gotcha.
Why did she take damage? Okay.
29 for the fortitude.
Oh, so okay, so it saved.
Why did Guzman take damage?
Oh. I was wrong.
Yeah, cross that out.
There we go. Better.
3.
Okay,
Her
but
jaws
so
are magical. We had them engraved.
Sure.
Okay.
am I missing something else with this? Or no?
No, it's just got some type of damage reduction, which sucks.
Oozes are immune to critical hits.
Okay.
You get your
Well,
you get your
no.
critical effect, but not
And-
the damage.
Oh.
Do I get the ring
Damn.
effect too?
You do get the ring effect.
Okay, so I get to drain it D8.
Yep.
A D8 amount, which is 6.
All right.
Didn't like that.
Well, you don't know.
You're right, I don't know. I don't know.
Might have liked it, yeah. Who knows?
All right. I think that's it for you then.
I think that it. Oh, that was one action.
Oh, right. That was one.
Far
Dang.
from it.
Yes, my bad. Apologies.
No, I should have just kept going. I would like to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
And I guess I'm gonna just stay right there, but my weapon is now next to me. So it's we'll just say it's pretty much just right next to me there.
Yep. I do think it gets a hit right away this turn.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a hit.
That's a hit.
Max damage 11. Force damage.
Oh, force damage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little spraying off some jelly.
Okay.
Jello.
I think that should be your 3 actions, right?
Wait. How did it taste?
Yeah, how did it
Minty.
taste?
Strangely minty. Not what I expected.
Oh.
Yeah.
A little
Minty,
sour, a
but
little minty.
it also has a weird, like, it reminds you of pineapple. But maybe because your mouth is a little burny right now. Because it is
What
a bit acidic.
Okay.
Castian.
Not my favorite experience. I might not do that again.
Hastian, despite this pummeling right next to you of this gelatinous cube, you do hear another sickening kind of wet from inside, as you can only assume the other one is getting closer or heading in your direction. But
All
Hastian,
right.
it is your turn.
I am hidden.
Sure.
Now, does that mean
Close the door.
that I have... That's going to take an action. Oh.
Do you
Dang
want 2 of them out here right now?
it. Maybe.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to close the door. Can I do that as a free action, or is that going to be an action?
An action.
Fuck. All
Do
right.
it
Well,
anyway.
thankfully, I'm closing the goddamn door. Soap. I closed the door.
Okay.
First, rapier attack. That is a 25. Is that a critical?
Yes. Technically,
Okay, well,
for what's
Technically.
Technically.
it's immune to critical hits,
right.
but we'll
for
let the
for the
sneak
ring.
attack through. Or for the ring, yes, but sneak attack,
Okay.
I don't think you can sneak attack the gelatinous cube.
Okay. So 6 points of damage from piercing.
Okay.
And what do I roll to determine the type of damage that I'm going to do with the ring?
A D4, please.
Anything but acid. 2.
Okay. A bit of, as your strike hits home, it seems to possibly strike a piece of metal inside, and it seems to lance a bit of electricity through.
All right. What's the damage for that?
I It says on your thing. I only know what you did. I think it's a D something.
1d10.
There you go.
Fudge nuggets. All right, dagger strike. Oh shit! You know what? Okay, that's a 20 to hit.
Another critical.
Okay, so two things I forgot to do. Can it be affected by poison?
Seems like possibly.
Okay,
Your first
so
strike hitting it, but
You don't
it
know.
takes an additional 4 points of poison damage.
Okay.
From the rapier. Second thing, for the dagger hit, do I get the moonstone ring for every hit or just for the first one?
every hit.
Okay, again a 2 for the moonstone ring.
Electricity again.
Yep, dagger damage is 4 points of damage for the dagger, and an additional 7 points of damage from the electricity this time.
It seems like this time the ooze actually reacted to the electrical damage.
So that was rapier, dagger, and yep, that's all three of my actions. Oh, shoot. And an additional 4 points of poison damage from the dagger.
Can you do the dagger as well, or is there just one blade?
Oh yeah, I could only do it on one. Sorry,
Just
so
on the
no
rapier.
additional 4.
Did it
Yep.
take electric damage?
Yep. This time.
Mm-hmm.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't see it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's hard to just subtract 5 points of damage.
That's fine. First you give it to Guzmek, and then good turn.
7 points of damage.
2 actually. It has resistance to electrical damage.
Okay, so, but
Oh,
Yeah,
that's why one didn't
just-
hit.
okay,
Yes.
cool.
Because it has resistance to 5 electrical damage. The first time you did 1, so 0. Second time you did
Nothing,
7, so 2.
Nice. Okay, cool.
The cube is going to strangely sprout like jets of slime kind of that come out and strike at each one of you, going around the circle, probably starting with Hastian, Joanna, and then Guzmek. So at all, without turning, it just kind of couple different directions and strikes out at you all. So first to Hastian.
I imagine it sounds like, one of those, ever have one of those water weenies that are just a balloon that just,
I don't want
it's
to
a
Google
fidget
that.
toy. Look it up.
Uh,
It's
Oh,
fine.
don't look
I
at
don't want to.
I'm going to burn a hero point for that, so I can get that image that Mike said out my mind.
Okay.
29 to hit you.
Yes. Okay, I'll take that hit.
water wigglies.
That is just
Water
as bad as
Wiggly,
I
thank
imagined.
you.
Yeah, I've had plenty of those.
For 3 points of damage.
Oof.
And give me a fortitude check for me, please.
A fortitude save?
Yes, sorry, save.
20.
You are fine, though that strike on you, it left a weird stinging. You're unsure kind of what it may have done. But it's definitely very uncomfortable. To
Okay.
Joanna, 15.
Miss.
Guzmek, 16.
Miss.
Joanna, it is your turn.
Yeah. Okay. Just a strike. We'll do a punch first. 2 punches and then a kick.
All right.
21.
Critical hit.
If I roll damage, it's gonna make it critical.
No, if you just hit damage, you'll be okay.
We'll see.
You're fine.
9? Okay. And then I have to go find it.
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
I need to roll a d20. Perfect. That weakened spot, that soft spot that you created, kind of seals itself up and stops oozing prior to your turn, because I forgot about your bleed damage, because you did extra damage to it.
Yeah, but do it again.
I know, do it again. Don't worry. Okay. At least now I remembered, so we're accurate. So bleed of 1. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
I think that was one
That was only your first hit.
action.
Okay.
So yeah. I'll do another hit. What is that? A 1?
Natural 1.
Did anything bad happen if it's natural 1?
I would spend your hero point.
All fine. All fine.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
fine there.
There,
29.
see? That's why you should spend it, because now it's got another point of bleed.
Yep. Give me damage first.
That's card.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Got 8 points of damage
And you bleed again.
from different tabs. 2.
All right.
And then kick.
Nice.
21.
Hit with a critical again. You can do another bleed.
There's damage first. Then 2 points of bleed. And then
Oh yeah.
fortitude save.
Nice.
Don't have to
Look
worry
at
about
It's
it.
dead.
As you pummel it with your fists and your
Poor guy.
kicks, at some point in time, it seems to kind of lose its rigid shape and just kind of starts to slump, and you almost have to start backing up a little bit, because it's just going to cover your shoes here shortly. It's just kind of melting puddle a bit.
He's just
Like
an
Jello
inconvenience.
on a hot sidewalk.
Aw. Let's do it
Hey,
again.
Ty, before we
Let's-
keep
oh,
going,
yeah.
can we take a break?
Sure, yeah, we're about 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. All right, we'll take a quick break, and then we're going to come back for Goosemick to see what we're going to do about this other one. So,
Oh, yeah. I mean, if we want to finish out the round.
too late.
No, let's take a break.
You broke
Okay.
into it. We're going to have to come
Okay.
back.
It's okay.
Thanks.
All right, we'll be back in just a little bit, everybody. See you soon.
amount of
Yeah,
blobs.
I'm watching the
Ooze.
Oh no. We should be
current
fine.
radar.
Uh,
We should be fine.
players,
It's fine.
welcome
We'll
back after
definitely
break.
be fine.
Goosemek, it is your turn.
Oh, jeez.
Or you take a drink.
I didn't realize we were back.
We're back.
we always say we're ready and then we're not, and then
Yeah.
Surprise!
Right into it. Right into it.
Was I even showing the radar?
Yes, you were.
Yeah, I saw it. Yep.
Sorry. Okay, I'm going to go up and open the door
Okay.
for my first action. Second action will be to send in the spiritual weapon that I have.
Sure.
And have it hit.
Attack whatever's in there.
I mean, is that where it is when I open
It is
the
an
door?
encroaching gelatinous cube.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna stand where I am though, so my friends can just shuttle on in if they want. And let me get this spiritual weapon fired up. Here we go. It's 15 hit.
15 hits.
Okay, I suppose it would, because the place is lousy with crits tonight. For 8 force damage. It's 1.
So
Second.
open the door. Divine strike.
That's
Or your
yeah.
your spell.
Spiritual weapon.
First weapon, thank you.
My last thing I would like to try would be the lance, the divine lance.
Alright.
Which is also a spell, so that's going to be. That's going to be 17, but it's
Hit.
a second spell. It's not a spell anymore, right? I mean, because technically the spiritual weapon was is a melee at this point. I believe.
Yes. Yeah, because, well,
So it didn't allow me to take any. Yeah, so
yeah, you're
anyway,
fine, you're
17.
fine. Yep.
Yeah. And this is gonna, whew,
Yeah,
this is
still-
crazy. Crazy for a cantrip.
Holy crap!
Those are some pretty bad rolls though. So 7 spiritual damage. Spirit damage.
Sure seems like it's got a spirit. It kind of got repulsed a little bit with your strikes on it.
Hell yeah, it did. Let me repulse you again next time. That's my turn.
That's it for you?
Yep.
Continuing its advance, because it slowly seems to be working its way across the room. As it quickly glorps its way out, we'll turn towards the 2 outside the door, since there's more targets there, and we'll attempt to engulf the 2 of you again, or the 2 of you, one again, one for the first time. Please give me a reflex saving throws, please.
25.
31.
You both are able to kind of slide out of the way as Goosemek, one of those tendrils, shoots out from the other side of the cube in your direction. For a 15 to hit. Wow, that is so bad. No,
It's pretty
no,
bad.
no. They're going to roll another hero point. Fuck.
20 points
You could do another one.
available.
Okay.
Yeah, you could do
I'm-
another one.
All right, I'm doing it. You asked for it.
Yep.
What? 17.
do another one,
Drain
just-
those points. Drain those points.
You know you want to hit me.
I really do. I really want to get a good strike on it. 29.
Oh,
Hey!
it just did a weird thing. All right, there you go. That hits
Thank goodness.
for sure.
For 3 points of damage.
Worth it.
And give me a fortitude save, please. It'll all be worth. God damn it. You're fine.
Yep.
Ashen, you're up.
Hashtag worth it.
Piece of noodle.
Okay. rapier strike. 19.
That hits.
5 points of damage. Gonna do another rapier strike. 14.
Hits.
3 points of damage. And finally, a dagger strike. 12.
Also hits.
Five points of damage.
Perfect. Joanna, your turn.
Let's do this again. Kick it for 25.
Critical.
Okay, yeah. Damage. Six damage, 3 bleed. Oh my god. Okay.
All right.
That was a kick? Okay. Punch. 24.
Critical.
Seven damage, 4 bleed.
All right.
24.
Hits again. Critical. Wow.
9 damage, 4 bleed. Oh god, I feel like I was holding my breath because it was okay.
You done good, kid.
Fortitude
Okay.
save. Yeah, you're
31.
good. Okay, had it in sometime.
I need to save that roll for later. Guzman, back to your turn.
All right. First thing I will do will be another hit with this spiritual weapon.
All right.
So I'll slide that into it. 21.
Hit with a critical.
Critical. Okay. So 8 force and 7. I don't know what kind of magic. So it's a drain. 7 drain from the ring.
Okay.
Whatever kind of damage that is. And then I think I'm gonna do a smite. Cause that's fun.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna pull out the dog slicer and strike with that. That's a natural 20.
Definitely
And
hits.
so let me see here. I will expend a harm spell. Let's see. How's this gonna work? Did this once before. Going to do the second. The 2 action one.
I think you can only do the 1 action.
Because it's a
Because you're doing it as a smite.
Mm.
So it's
And I've
automatically going to
already done-
hit.
Okay.
And technically it is a 3rd level spell, so it's going to do a lot more damage than you think.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's going to do end up 3d8 damage. Along with your dog slicer damage.
Alright, there we go. So that's not the best roll either. So it's 9 plus 9 plus 1.
Oh
Is-
no.
10.
Okay.
Okay. So that's how we get there.
Yep.
It was gonna be a big deal, but
Does your smite take an action to use smite? So was that your 3 actions then?
I think it was because I did I did the weapon, and then I think it does cost me to run the smite through there.
Okay.
Because that would have been the
But it's
swing.
free damage, so that's what you get out of burning
Mhm.
an action. You get free damage attached to your strike. I think. Sorry, y'all. It's been a little bit since we've. There you go, channels.
Make a melee strike, which I did. Add the spell's damage. I mean, I'm expending a spell.
I don't see anything that counts it as an action. It is just expending a harm or heal spell. So,
Okay, well,
I think you still have one more action.
Are you going to get rid of your spiritual weapon?
She already struck with it first.
that was the first thing I did.
I'm sorry.
I guess I'll you know what? I'll take a strike with my jaws again. I'm kind of like into the pineapple flavor now. So that will be at a -5, but that's okay because these guys are easy to hit. 24.
Okay. Damage.
Almost not worth it.
You do get your drain.
I get to.
Oh,
'cause it was a
wait.
crit.
You
Was
should
it a crit?
also and you should also get your drain from the. So do your drain twice. Once from the dog slicer,
Yeah.
and then once regular. Okay.
So there's 12 extra for dog slicer and for the
Okay,
bite I
perfect.
just did.
Guzmik, how do you want to do that with your jaw strike?
I like killing with my jaws. It's fun. I think what I do is I just kind of like, as I'm biting, I feel the adrenaline. I feel like this bite is gonna connect, and I just go in just a little bit further, and so my head actually goes into the cube a little bit, and I bite something really, really vital in there. I pull it out, I shark it a little bit, and then I spit it out.
Wow.
The ooze, something within it does seem to catch a bit of purchase, and as you did that crazy shake to kind of get rid of everything and destroy it, sure enough, whatever vital organ you grabbed is lost to disintegration and being flung about the outside of this building.
You guys saw that, right?
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just a healer.
Well done. Very well done.
Well, I think the job's done here. Should we just go in and make sure?
Yeah, I think we need to go in and make sure.
I mean, there's 2. He only just said 1.
So we're going to definitely be bringing that up.
Right, we're gonna get a better deal. We didn't find. Oh, did he tell you how much it was gonna be?
He said we were going to
if we
get
did
some
the job?
magic horse. We were going to get magic horseshoes, and the horses are going to cost us a grand total of 10.
Oh, okay. Well, so it's gonna cost us less than 10 now.
17.
Oh, yeah, we might.
It was 17, now it's 10.
No, it was.
I was talking to the horse.
No, it's 10.
It's 10 now, but it was much higher. It was more than what we had before. But anyway, it's 5 apiece.
Until we tell him there
We
was
got
2.
And then we're going to definitely tell them that there was 2.
I mean, if you think about it, we should get more than 10 gold for our pain and suffering. As an extra, reward? That doesn't seem right, but you know what I'm saying. Because they gave us 20, right, to buy new horses?
Yeah.
Pain and suffering.
Just let's tell them that there were 2. Make sure that we've taken care of all of them, and we'll go from there.
Boom.
Right.
I'm going inside.
Going inside and looking about this. Inside is this weird amalgamation of kind of that natural magic versus that crafting of metal and runic. Nothing terribly special that kind of jumps out to be expensive inside. Probably a number of chisels that seem to be etched with some runes. A number of horseshoes within seem to be partially ensorcelled. But beyond that, the room is definitely a workroom.
I don't have sticky fingers. That's the boys.
What's this?
That is a chest.
Oh, a chest.
You can crack it open if you want.
Open it.
We don't have sticky fingers, I should have said.
Tons of horseshoes.
Yeah,
Just
that
curious.
makes sense.
Just curious, that's all. I like to know stuff. I'll close it again. The more you know.
Okay.
Is there really a little goat in here?
Not anymore. No, there probably wasn't a goat in there at all. Sorry, it was a map I found in the last 10 minutes before the game.
To keep count.
Nice.
It was a great map.
It is. It's an awesome map. It's a keeper.
Look at the
I like the
detail
goat.
on the grasses and greenery
Stone?
between the stones.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's fantastic.
Oh, count.
Thanks, Stay on Your Couch, for making me have to upgrade my map game now. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
But good on you for that map.
I love the name too.
Yeah.
It's so sidetracked.
Another one that you might want to check out, Ty, is Mad Cartographer.
If they're free to use, I might look them up.
He's got a couple that are free to use, but he also has a Patreon. Sorry for everyone that's watching.
Anything else,
Talk.
players? Or gonna go back and check in?
Let's go get our horses.
Yeah, let's go back.
The where you had left Bill at the top kind of the past rise, as you start heading back out towards them after a surprisingly short amount of time. Here, a couple of horses probably had wandered up to him while he was waiting for you all.
I forgot to do this when we first met. I wanted to do the give me the glad hand. The diplomacy feat, and I'll show you what that is in 1 second. There you go. So I'm trying to make him even more friendly to us.
Okay.
With this diplomacy check. Oh, don't fail me. 17,
17. Okay.
which it's a success. So whatever he was at, if he was like indifferent, now he's friendly. If he was friendly, now he's helpful.
He liked our card.
He did like the card.
A good card.
Our non-leaving our mark card.
Yeah, not the one that absorbs blood.
Our career
well,
card.
A
when we
career
go
card.
up to him after doing the glad hand thing, I say, Bill, I gotta tell you, your wife was right. Those two, and I pause, oozes were as tall as Joanna over there. There were two of them. One almost fell on me from above, up on the ceiling, and the other was slowly climbing up. I think it was trying to, make little oozes with the other one. We took care of both of them, though. Made certain that there was nothing else in the workshop. So I mean, I feel like I I'm sure your wife and you did not know that there were two of them in there when you sent us there, but oh, wow, it was a little harrowing. I mean, you can see there's kind of the marks on the face where the ooze hit me.
Guzmik will spit too. Still got ooze in my mouth.
He kind of looks at you excitedly as you had you climb up and entranced for a moment by your tail, a little confused about the tube, very confused about the taste of them. Comment. Apologies for the mix-up. I guess we didn't know that there was another one. Let's is it safe to go take a look at them?
Yeah, come on. We'll take you, your wife, whoever else you want down there. That'll be great. We can talk a little bit about payment and where we're at that point when we get down there. You mentioned horseshoes that would allow our horses to have a bit more speed under their hooves, if you will. And I was thinking about those horses, and they're really nice animals, and 10 gold is not a horrible price. And I'm walking them down while we're talking, and I say, how about 16 of those horseshoes, or however many it takes to make the horses go fast, one for each or 4 for each, whatever it takes. And then 8 gold for the horses.
The kind of talking with him a bit, and he does seem amenable for a while and very excited, kind of trotting along down to finding these.
And if you have any way of, are the horses branded in any way?
No.
We can tell people, especially if we do caravan guard duty again, where we got the best horses this side of the sorry, I'm looking at the map because I keep forgetting what this side of the decayed marshes. I mean, we do a lot of caravan duty, and I know, like, the last one that we did, oh my god, the horses on the lumber wagons, nags, complete and utter nags. You would never have wanted to have any of those pulling into your stuff. They made a 10-day journey into a almost a 20-day journey, if you get my drift. They were just horrible.
Well,
But
I can see you on the. I can thank you again for what you've done. Though, and he'll kind of be poking at the oozes a little bit. Maybe have gotten something from inside, a bit of a broom. I could probably kind of trust you that there's 2 of these things here, but it kind of looks like one. And I do have a business to keep. How about this? You said you had 4 horses now? 2 plus the other 2 you're trying to buy?
Yeah.
He'll kind of cross his arms a bit and look down at the pile of ooze at the ground. If you take the 2 horses today for 10, you come on back tomorrow. We'll get you the horseshoes you need on your journey for your 4 horses, and we'll even put them on for you.
Okay, player to DM.
Why the wait?
That's what he offered to begin with.
He didn't offer to put them on. Did he mention the 2?
He mentioned horseshoes for all of our horses.
He's going to stick to his only enough, or not be given extra for the deal. Now you're already getting these at one heck of a deal. Anywhere you go, even for them negs, still gonna cost you 7 gold each. Which is true. You bought your horses, or you paid for your ritual at 7.
I'll give you that horses do cost money and breeding and things like that, but you wouldn't have the extra income of your wife being able to make these horseshoes without decent noodle.
And I believe we already struck an accord on this previously.
For a single ooze, we face 2. Can we split the difference here and call it 9 gold for the 2 horses, and we bring the other 2 in our Vardo here tomorrow, and we shoe up the horses with the magic horseshoes? I'm only asking that you give us at least a little leeway here, because we took a larger risk with our lives than you initially told us we were going to have to do.
Yeah, I mean, the truth is, the deal was for 1 ooze, and there ended up being 2, which we dispatched.
And again, we get that you didn't know, and so that's why we're trying to be amenable. That's why I said, hey, only 2 gold different. But I get it. You do have a business to run. I was a businessman myself. I don't want you to necessarily be. I'm not trying to send you to the poorhouse here. I'm simply trying to say, hey, we did more than we were asked to do. So with that, is there any way that you can meet us halfway? Is there any way you can meet us somewhere in the middle and say, okay, yeah, we'll do something better for you, or we'll do something nice for you?
His attitude would have soured during the rest of this conversation. And I'll do it for 9 gold, 5 silver. That already is more than my heart can bear.
Spit in your hand.
Deal.
He will begrudgingly take it and will.
I say, before he says it, before we stop, I say, hey, Joanna, Guzmik, go back to the stables and let the horses know that we're going to be taking them tomorrow, and that they're going to help pull our Vardo. And I pull myself closer to Bill and I say, look, I had to try. And I take out 10 gold from the pouch and I give it to him. Say, keep breeding the nice horses, bud.
Are you planning to leave the horses tonight then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please shoe them up and let them be well taken care of. You have to understand, and I'm saying this while Joanna and Guzmik are a little bit out of earshot. So look, I have to try to get us some deals every once in a while, but I can see you're a family man. Your son's a really good kid, taking really good care of our horses at the inn. I'm okay giving you the 10.
You mention his son, and you will hear mumbling under his breath. I have to teach that boy to learn who actually has the gold. And I thank you again for paying, but
You keep
that was getting a little questionable there.
I hear you. I tend to have to, like I said, I'm the guy that makes the deals, but I gotta try.
We'll get them
But
ready for you.
I see. I see you. I see what you do. I see what you're doing here. I'm gonna send you some business if we find anyone that's looking for horses.
Appreciate that.
Please make sure that these two are shoed and properly outfitted for the road tomorrow.
Now I heard
If
you
you-
lost a couple. Are you gonna be needing any of
Yeah.
that barding, or are you gonna be all
I
set in
think-
place?
I think we're gonna be pretty well set. But I would not mind, when we come by tomorrow, I wouldn't mind if you wouldn't mind helping us put the barding on the two new. And I'm thinking perhaps we put Hodge. What did you call the mainly white one?
Hodge.
We
The
called it
company-
Hodge.
Galena
Jelena.
and Braydell.
Mostly
Galena.
white
Okay.
was.
Jelena.
Oh, sorry. Mostly white is Brado.
Okay, so I wouldn't mind having your help putting Bradle as the lead horse, and we'll probably put Jolena in the back next to Wendy.
Fret now.
'Cause
We'll
I'm betting.
figure it out there in the morning.
Actually, no. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But I'm thinking Brendel as the lead horse would probably be a good idea. Thank you, sir.
Of course, just come on by and swing right around to the backside here. We'll have them ready for you. We'll get the shoes on the others, and we'll get you on your way.
So,
Anyone else have anything to do at the ranch?
No,
Just-
I don't think so.
just an FYI, I'm subtracting 5 silver from my sheet so that we have basically 10 gold, 5 silver left in that pouch for party funds. So, Joanna, you're keeping party funds, right?
We're in golds. Can we just make? It's straight gold right now. I have 2 copper in my
Oh
own
my
personal one that I'd like to get rid of.
Okay. Well, we'll
Just
work it
please,
out.
Just 10. I will
There's-
give you a gold to not do this to me.
Okay. Well, there's 10 gold in party funds that we got then.
Just subtract 10. Make it easy.
Yep.
All right. The route back is quick. That inclement weather that was threatening all day seems to mainly just be a bit of a windstorm, heavy winds coming through, high winds, but no rain along with it. As the three of you are able to get back probably by mid-afternoon. If there's anything else you would like to do in town?
Not for me.
We talked about looking at the
The job board?
Oh,
events and odds, starts
no,
and ends.
Starts
Yeah.
and fits or
Combo.
whatever it is.
It's one of those.
You've got evens and
Bits
starts
bobs or-
and
yeah, evens and
the
starts.
lone earring.
Evens and
start.
starts was where the whip went to, right?
Correct.
Whip.
Yeah. The whip is
yeah.
in the.
Cool whip. Let's go to evens and starts.
Evens
Where
and
were
starts.
we?
Okay.
Mirorath. I mean, I don't have that map.
I don't have that map either.
What do I do?
Yeah. Oh, there.
Good
Mirorath.
guess.
There it is.
Let me show it so you guys can see it now. Whenever you need to. So, heading back into town again, the road peaceful, quiet. The wind at this point now is more so in your face, kind of as the storm or as the weather pushes from the east to the west. But inside Mirorath, the wind is mainly blocked, and you're able to kind of quickly make your way to the center of town towards the relatively grandiose looking building that you had stopped in front of previously, and that Bastion had kind of backed a wagon up the alley, where inside, or on the signage saying evens and starts, and plastered into the window, is a relatively well-worn sign, but it reads new attraction within.
Yep.
Yup. Okay.
So
Uh,
let's go in.
Yeah. Are we playing like we don't know what the new attraction is?
Oh
We want to
no!
see it. Oh, all right. It's your show.
Well, first thing, glad hand.
what?
Okay.
I'm gonna
It's
do
gonna-
the glad hand.
Oh.
Right when we go in, I'm gonna talk to whoever the proprietor is, and spend a minute just chatting with him, talking him up. Hey, Hestian, how you doing? 17. So if that's a success for my diplomacy, that means that they've gone from neutral to friendly. And I'm going to talk to him for a little bit. It looks like you have a new
As
attraction, and
You enter in. The business about seems populated. A number of people kind of wandering around. There's space to move, but seems very busy. And as you first enter, you are greeted by a relatively surly looking gentleman who kind of looks you up and down. Be 2 copper, and just completely stone-faced to all your glad handing and excitement. Nothing.
here's a silver for
No.
all 3 of us. Bye. I'll take your 2 copper, Joanna. I'll add 2 copper.
Okay. Okay.
Jesus.
Is that just for you,
Ooh,
Allie?
you
Just
copper.
for you.
Thank you. I knew. Oh, highlight of my day.
Subtract the 2 copper from your sheet so that you don't have to deal with that.
It's not the
You-
oozes, it's the coppers they care about.
This gentleman would kind of grunt at you a little bit and kind of wave you in, and you can hear a bit of jingling occurring behind you as he shifts the correct amount of coinage into the right pocket, pockets the rest. Kind of as you all enter in, there's a heavier congregation kind of in the center of this room here. It's very much almost like an art gallery opening. It's very open with things along the wall, with the central kind of main piece. As you're looking about, you look up and you see stretched out kind of like trying to think, almost like drapery or an awning up and near the ceiling, but you look through and it looks like it's kind of a membrane of something. Across on the far side, there's a small piece of metal about this long that's kind of raised up high above people's grasp. Seems busted on one side. Far to the left is this huge tank, 5-8 feet in diameter, that inside seems to be a floating heart that every now and then will kind of pulse. A couple suits of armor kind of stuck around the sides. A random menagerie of items around the room. But what you can see that's catching everybody else's eye is a glass case in the center of a room holding a very familiar item within.
Is there anyone that seems to be curating this museum of oddities?
You've got a couple hands about. You can see they're kind of almost like leading their own mini tour group around, but there is one person half sitting, half standing against like a tall stool off to the side that stands out in this room. A tall woman. Now that I find out how tall Joanna is, about Joanna's height. I think you said you're really tall, I think.
I'm 5'6".
Oh, never mind. She's good. Like, there were some comments you said she was really.
I was shocked.
It was
that
the
he
character
said that,
description
too.
is what got me.
About the ooze.
I said that the ooze was as tall as Joanna was.
Did I mistype 6'5"?
Yeah, you said. Yeah, you said 6'5" during the description. Okay.
Oopsie.
That's pretty tall.
A good half a head taller than Joanna, probably over 6 feet, is this regal-looking woman with long brown hair, kind of tied back into a very low ponytail, bronze skin, eyebrows that are like finely manicured and are actually like colored gold, as she kind of seemingly lords over everyone that's around her. And she's even got like a couple people of higher society seeming to be attempting to talk her up and congratulate her on her newest item of acquiring. This is probably your best bet at Ruika Ota.
Yep.
So I'm gonna, again, using diplomacy, I'm gonna walk up and say, pardon me, Rika Ota. My name is Hestian. I'm very interested in your, and I'm glad handing her. Very interested in your collection here. It's a lovely collection. I got a 30, by the way. So, just to refresh people's memories.
I guess you said you did introduce your name, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Marvelous to see you. Are you new about town? I can show you around a little if you desire.
Certainly, that would be fantastic. She can make a will DC against my 30, and if she beats that, it doesn't affect her at all.
Okay, thanks for that out.
If she does not succeed, if I have a critical success, 10 more, if she doesn't roll a 20 or higher on her will DC, then she goes from whatever she was, which I'm assuming is indifferent, 2 steps up.
Okay. As you separate her from those who had been talking around her and talking her up, she gives a bit of an introduction to her show here, her business, and it starts off very kind of gracious host, but then once you're starting to get around and you get far enough away from those other folk, the attitude changes and shifts kind of to that indifferent. She did roll a natural 20.
Oh, whatever.
That's for the laugh. I didn't expect that.
He's played you.
I'm using 2 of my hero points to make her fucking re-roll
Wow.
that. Because I rolled a 30 on
Majesty.
my goddamn glad hand.
Okay. She does not roll as well the next time. So, all right, the indifferent will move a step up. And it seems she is thankful for getting her out of that situation of dealing with those who are just trying to talk her up for status.
And I'm going to chat with her for a while. I'm just kind of making that connection with her as friendly and say, look, I noticed that whip that you just got in.
Oh.
Did the people that brought that here, did they tell you anything about the issues that they had getting it here?
Well, she gets that flash of annoyance before that kind of settles back of, so you must be part of the group that helped with delivering this here. They did actually warn me about what happened, and fear
I just want to...
precautions have been taken, so fear
Good.
not.
That's all I ask. Is I wanted to make certain that you're... Look, I am not trying to brag. But if it were not for me and my companions, especially the little goblin over there, the person that was leading your your carriages here would not be alive. My compatriot Guzmik actually brought him back from the brink of death. There's been... I want to make certain that you and this town are safe from the potential dangers that this whip seems to be attracting. I don't care if you have it. I don't care if you charge people to see it. But the layers of wood and the silk wrap and the iron chest didn't do anything to prevent those quaists from seeing this thing and trying to get to it. So I'm hoping, and I'm no expert. I'm assuming you are. I'm hoping you have something better than those machinations to protect the townsfolk from having a full-blown demon infestation happen.
Don't worry, as I said, we've taken mighty big precautions, and she'll actually take your hand and will lead you like she was leading you across the dance floor, and will press your hand against the glass. If you know what it did previously, you can tell that it is in safe hands. And as you touch it, there is just cold glass under your hand. There, you don't get that same itching kind of uncomfortable sensation, numbness from this.
So I'm going to slowly pull my hand away and take her hand in mine and touch her knuckles to my forehead and say thank you very much for setting my mind at ease.
Glad I could help.
Her hand.
She'll kind of take it back a bit and then take a cloth from her side, and instead of cleaning her hand, she'll go and clean the glass a little bit. Well, I'm glad I could help.
I should have done that first. I apologize. I wish you nothing but the best and the most profitable business that you could have. And thank you so much for setting my mind at ease. I will let the rest of my compatriots know that our efforts were not in vain, and that the person who now owns this whip has everything in hand. If, however, you do need anything, I reach into a pouch and I pull out one of our cards. And I
Throwing
hand
away.
her
Which one?
Or hand
A
him, not throwing, but
one of the normal ones, one of the business
Career.
ones,
A career
career
card.
ones. And I hand her a
Sir,
career
could you
card,
please
and
use the proper terminology?
I am so sorry. I hand her a career card, and I say, if you ever do need anything, or you find yourself looking for a group of people to transport such travel as this, please consider us in the future. Thank you again.
she'll take the card and will kind of feel it for a little bit, looking it back to you, kind of flipping it over a bit before bringing it to her nose for a moment. And then will give a little bit of like a click of her tongue. And I'll, if I've been needing something delivered or whatnot, I'll try to reach out. See what happens.
You know my name. I'm Hestian. There are certain ways that you can contact anyone once you know their name. So enjoy. Thank you again. Hope you have a good day. And I turn and I go back to the rest of Decent Noodle, who I'm hoping is just, enjoying wandering around the oddities.
I'll say, what would you have been doing during this time, the rest of Decent Noodle?
Guzmik is very interested in that heart that's just occasionally beating or throbbing. So she will be standing kind of just almost mesmerized just in front of it. That's where you're going to find her. Just watching it, studying it, seeing if it changes.
On the plaque, kind of underneath it, reads, "The still beating heart of a beholder."
Ooh.
Wow.
Nice.
How is it still beating? That's what Guzmik wants to know. Is there anyone she can ask? Did she look around for I suppose she'd have to ask the woman that Hestian is talking to.
There's the owner, there's a number of people that seem to be dressed in this same kind of general uniform of this, not really gold, but almost like a shiny or yellow fabric that, mainly just like a vest that you could probably try to call over. There's other patrons about. You could always ask them.
Yeah, if there's anyone else that is standing next to this heart with me, looking as entranced as I am, is there anyone like that?
Yeah, you've probably got a couple townsfolk who are perusing about and looking. They obviously have that look of they've seen this before, but you do catch a couple that, like, one older gentleman kind of has a bit of a note, is kind of making notes in a notebook, kind of little glasses that he's kind of looking up, and he looks at the heart and then he kind of looks up and kind of squints his eyes before kind of like making notes. Probably one of your better bets as a patron that's nearby.
All right. Yeah, okay. I'll just kind of like sidestep over to one of the patrons. What do you think about how this is still beating? It doesn't seem possible, right? Once it gets severed.
Yeah, that's what I've been curious about. Miss Ota has been a bit evasive about that. Got a couple theories. Either this beholder heart is like part of a lich or something that don't need a heart, or some undead magic-y thing is tied to it, or if you look really closely, it almost seems like there may be something inside that could be doing it. but then it rotates a little bit, and then you can't see anything. And that's I don't rightly know yet.
I would like to do a detect magic on all of Cyrenthe
All right.
and just see a 30-foot emanation. I don't care whatever else is in here, whatever I catch. I'm really just looking at the heart. So
Most everything in the room does not give off that magical aura that are in cases. A couple of the armor sets will give off magical auras because they're not protected behind a case. You've got a sword or two that are pretty high up, or a weapon or two that are giving off an aura. This case in front of you, though, the top cap kind of seems to be giving off a faint aura, and as you study it, you, with your contact with Salil and your occultism knowledge, will kind of understand that there's something necrotic about it. So it does lean towards it's probably real.
So I have this a feat which maybe you've factored in, an oddity identification. I have a sense for spells that twist minds or reveal secrets. I gain a +2 bonus to occultism checks with mental, possession, prediction, or scrying traits. I don't know if it's got any of those. And if you factored that in already with the information you've given me, please ignore what I am saying. But does that give me anything more? +2 bonus to occultism checks to identify magic with those traits.
Well, why don't you give me an occultism check?
Okay. Hmm. 12. It's not great. So, I don't know. 16. I mean,
You do
14.
have hero points if you want to burn any.
Oh,
Reminder.
Yeah, you've got the most out of anyone.
I know, because
Yeah,
I
more
don't
than
burn
everybody
it on
else.
dumb stuff. I'll burn one. I'll burn one, and I will stop at 1. Because
Dumb
that was a
stuff.
terrible roll.
Oh my god.
I'm the cleric. I use them for
Personal
life-saving things.
You are right. I'll give you that.
Okay. See, this is how I go from 20 to like 9 in one sitting. I'll stick with 15.
Stick with 15. Okay.
Yeah.
You
It's not
get
a big jump up.
you find it strange that there is this necrotic effect, kind of spell casting going on with whatever spell is twisted on the cap of this jar, this very large jar. And with your knowledge of occultism in that role, I'd say you can probably put to the fact that if it's necrotic and it's not like wasting away, probably whatever it was tied to must still be alive somehow. Like,
There's a
you'd expect something else if it was undead bringing this heart back to life. Doesn't have the telltale signs of like decay and disease and wear of undeath.
But it all has to do with the cap. It seems like.
It seems like where the majority of the magic is coming from is kind of the cap of this tank.
we can move on to Joanna. I don't
You're
I
gonna-
don't need to understand all the secrets of the universe
Sure.
here.
Just gonna
But I am
focus
making some
mainly on
notes.
the heart. Sure.
Yeah, on the situation of the heart.
Joanna, are you one for art galleries and displays? What are you interested in?
I'm interested in the people, I guess. So I would kind of look at the displays lightly, not looking at the heart. Mhm. But listening more, I guess, to the people.
Sure. Give me a society roll, please.
No, perception.
Society.
No. Can I punch something?
We'll do perception here in a second. I want to get your society first. Hello, Spook.
9.
Welcome in.
A 9.
9.
That's not too bad.
I didn't even see it roll on the other thing. Okay, now give me a perception check.
A 20. Dirty 20.
Okay. The people about in this room seem very much... Obviously, you're in a town. They're very townies. Seems like the majority of them are focused in the center of the room. You have a few outliers kind of on the outside looking at a couple other things. You've seen the few that were watching Ruika and standing with her previously. You'll catch a few bits of conversation. There's a couple gentlemen, a Dracokin and a Lycanon, are both kind of arguing in hushed tones about whether this new attraction was worth it. Like, is it cooler than the Beholder Heart that was here brought in last? And they're kind of have a discussion between them about that. There's a couple of kids that are kind of running around, and as they pass you, you hear, I touched it first. And the other one was like, well, I will go touch it next. As they go tearing off to the center of the room and kind of force their way through the crowd a little bit, and you hear a bit of giggling as they run away. Not a whole lot of information to be gathered here at the moment.
Okay. Nothing spicy, but I'm not going near the heart, so I'll just kind of window shop, I guess, in an art gallery.
You'll get a few questions, kind of curious about like how somebody would have acquired these things to sell, and then how she would have bought them, and how she has the funds to buy something like this. And like, this can't have been cheap. I mean, look at the wyvern wing up on the ceiling. I mean, that itself is dangerous. Like, who would have thought to get that? And how do you keep it from rotting away? Like, you're getting all these other questions about the owner and how she's able to fund her collection.
She can just live her life. That's okay. Got things to do.
Cool. Bit of time passes. The two of you do, as you're looking about the room a little bit, will see that Hastian kind of gets led across and parted through the dance room, as it were. And Guzmek, while you had turned about and looked around, you do see that there is no trace of magic coming from the whip or the box. So it seems like it's not leaking its demonic influence.
That's something. Huh. I feel okay about this. I always kind of felt okay about this, but who am I talking to? I'm not even buying anymore.
You're so
Good.
Talking the old gentleman
mumbling.
next to you is
Yeah.
just like, yeah, I mean it's a pretty good show. Still, I'm not worried about it coming back to life or nothing either. It should be fine trapped in there. He kind of starts rambling
Oh,
off
yeah,
himself
yeah.
in another direction.
Yeah. I know who you work for.
Anything else inside of evens and starts?
Was there a price tag on the whip?
No.
Is stuff for sale?
I don't
Yeah.
think
It's
it's
like
like a
art.
museum type thing.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Well, but
Yeah.
the thing that Joanna overheard was like, how does she do that? Blah blah blah, buying and selling.
She buys it.
Well, she buys it, but then it's displayed, and then who knows where it goes after a while.
Wait, 2 copper is nothing. I know it's just for me, but
I mean, she could. She's probably evil. Probably has some kind of like some other nefarious way of getting cash.
Is there a way I could do like a? There's not a sense motive anymore in this game. What the hell? I was with her. Society check, maybe?
Gonna be more society.
Alright. I am really not happy with Pathfinder right now. There we go. Society. Doing a society check on her. 12.
it was gonna be so good.
You're a bit taken aback by her forcefulness of what before started as the... Obviously, she's part of someone of importance because she kind of had people looking up to her and, smooshing her. As she stepped away with you and led you about, you did get that kind of forceful nature of she's very independent and aware of her station.
But like not overtly evil.
Seems like she doesn't have any ulterior motive from what you can tell.
Okay. What I was looking for.
From what you can tell. That's an
What I was
important
looking
part of
for.
this.
That's we have a dad to see.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Right? This is a
Well,
nice
we gotta
afternoon.
go back to the inn, and
Yeah, we
no,
can't
we're
leave
gonna
right now.
stay the
but-
night.
Yeah,
Then we'll go and see my dad tomorrow.
after the horses.
Are
Yeah,
you
I mean, get the horses. Then.
are you planning any dinner out tonight? Looking to check out any other store in Mirorath before you leave? Anything, I guess, else that you want to do?
I've only got 10 gold extra from what we got paid for losing our horses. So, I mean, if we want to use that to celebrate a little bit, I guess, cool. But
We could go buy a bottle of wine and just sit in the middle of town.
and watch people.
Yeah. That sounds ridiculous.
It does, but it also sounds fun.
Get some bread and cheese.
Yeah. Why don't you and, well, yeah, I think so. Let's go and get some bread and cheese and some fairly inexpensive wine. Nothing as costly as that.
Yeah, we're
Oh my
doing the
gosh.
backpacking kids through Europe, kind of in a new city kind of thing right
Yeah.
now. Gonna get the
What's
wine, the
what's
cheese,
name?
the bread, and just hang out in Mirorath for the night.
Yeah, we don't want the red letters. The red letters red. We just want something
Cabaret
that'll.
Surprise. That one was all right.
Cabaret Surprise would be good.
Yeah.
Cabaret Symphony?
Symphony.
Yeah.
So as you can go to Last Drop and get some of the snacks for quite cheap. Roll that into maybe 5 silver and that's with the evening room that you'll have. The Cabaret Symphony you can go back and question about, and would be a gold for the bottle.
Deal.
Okay.
What a deal.
So take 2 gold out of our party fund, and that way we'll just have a feast.
Maybe
So
we should
1
tip him a
gold for the
couple
bottle of
coppers.
wine.
I'm out of coppers.
One gold and like 2 silver for the bottle of wine, and then 8 silver for the food at the
That's
last
the equivalent of a gold.
10 silver.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Don't make the weird face at us.
I,
It'll even out to
Silver,
2 gold.
I
You're
just
fine.
went.
Yeah.
He did that on purpose, I think.
Yep.
it worked.
The
It
That's
worked.
exactly why I did it. I was like, okay, we're gonna tip over here, and we're gonna tip over here, and it's all gonna equal out to 2 gold.
Because Joanna gets
inside of
crazy.
the meat and cheeses and crackers, the kind of stuff that was sent along with you, you'll actually find some like steak strips that were kind of cut thin for
Nice.
you to enjoy, giving a little extra for the tip. They're going to buy the Cabernet Symphony. You are shocked at the price of it being only a gold,
Okay.
just as a note.
What?
It's a really good wine for a gold. So
You also spent 12 gold on your flights the night
Yeah.
previously.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I got really.
Well, it was the red letter that put us over
Yeah.
the top, I bet.
So a bottle of fine wine is 1 gold in general throughout the land. A bottle of wine, basically cheap shit, $2 chuck, would be 1 silver.
It's for cooking.
So then just think 10 times as expensive, because the second letter's red is probably a good 10 gold.
Yeah. You never cook with wine that you don't want to drink. Just so you know.
So, getting the wine, finding a place to overlook a bit of the central plaza, people watching as you enjoy your drinks and your snacks, as again this windy, blustery day is a calm, pleasant evening here in the center of town. That stormy weather seemed to have dissipated and passed. You don't catch a whole lot of... Well, actually, all 3 of you, please, roll me a percentile check.
Oh,
Oh. All 3 of us. What could this be about?
49 for me.
17.
53.
And then give me a perception check, please.
All of us?
Yep.
I didn't.
What is going on? There's an uproar here among your players.
Guys, get some fun people watching.
Oh my
who did
God.
it?
Fuck off.
So terrible.
1, 2, and 3.
I'm so busy looking at
Wow.
a wine bottle, I just don't
We're
fucking
drunk,
care.
dude. Yeah, we are drunk on cheap wine,
No,
intoxicated with
it's-
delicious cheese and bread.
It's not cheap wine.
You guys definitely feel it. You know, each having 3 glasses the night prior, you felt it a bit, Joanna more than the others. Now you're having about the equivalent out of a single of those wines, so yeah, you're definitely feeling it a bit. Guzmik, you, as you're kind of people watching and you're catching that crowd heading off to the east, it's strange, you see a number of folk not coming out or not like coming from the main road and heading to the east. A number of people are doing that and heading in, and you can kind of track them across the courtyard. But the majority of the folk that are going into the... Oh, now I gotta get the name of it again. Into the chilled glass seem to kind of be coming from some of the alleyways in between buildings. Let's see, Hessian
Okay.
with your natural one.
I'm just looking at my fucking glass of wine.
Yeah, that's it takes you a little while as you're going through, and then you're curious as to how the hell did you get a glass for this wine? And you look between the other two, and everyone has a glass, but you don't remember picking one up. You don't remember buying one, and you don't remember anyone pulling anything out of their pack. And like Guzmik did not come back with glasses of wine, yet you are all holding a glass of wine. Joanna. Let's see. Oh yeah. During kind of this looking about and around town, there's a menagerie. There's an eclectic group of people coming in and out of some of the buildings. Most shops are still kind of open. You'll catch all the races kind of coming in and out, save for maybe only one goblin in the entirety, and it catches you immediately as they step out of the Lone Earring. And they lock the door behind them as they kind of saunter off to the east. You catch a gold Lycanon. Sorry, a kind of a gold furred Lycanon from across the distance. A little weird seeing that gold color and kind of a dog-like ears. As they step out in this bright, shining armor from straight across the way over at the what you have known to be like the guard barracks area, kind of striding across first to the center of town, in the very center, in a very straight manner, before turning like 90 degrees and heading off to the west. Seems in a very practiced and military type stance and step, as a number of kids kind of come running around them and kind of dancing in front of him or like pulling on them on occasion, trying to get him to break stride or interact with them, but he just kind of ignores them and kind of keeps walking through as this little crowd kind of filters its way about. With that, players, we'll leave you with that mystery as you continue to drink your glasses of wine, while people watching in Mirorath, as we are going to stop for the night. It's about 10:30 is a good place for us to end right there, as I expect next week the players are going to be heading off and finally leaving Mirorath on their way to see Lich Dad. I mean, their final ending place. I mean, resting place. I mean, going to find Hastian's dad.
Oh, I know I'm gonna be safe. The rest of them,
You think you're gonna be safe? Everyone, thank you for watching and hanging out this evening as we play some more in Cyrenthe. A little bit of action, a little bit of adventure, and a little bit of role playing. With that, a couple announcements quick before that, so that we can wrap up tonight. The music that you heard during the game and during our break came from our bard, the Derpwood, and Gregorless Designs. You can find their music on YouTube and Spotify. That's what we can call it there for my standard announcements. I think we'll jump into the players. Mike, where can people find you before we end up playing again?
I've got to get better at getting back on social media as my TTRPG persona. My name is Mike. I am also known as Madcap23 on most social media platforms. been doing TTRPGs for a very long time. Have not updated any of my socials for a very long time. But yeah, tonight I've been Hestian, your Whisper Elf Rogue, and apparently another night in the books of not committing any war crimes. So there's that. Back to you.
I think the Terran was probably getting close to committing war crimes after all the haggling, but
Yeah,
good.
well, there was that.
Child?
oh,
No,
sorry, Bill.
Bill.
My bad, Bill. You got me.
No, the
You got
child.
me.
Yeah.
Maybe the child.
That's why we don't trust Kale.
Bill was gonna have the
right.
child do something. I don't know. No, I got nothing. Allie, I guess how'd you enjoy the show? How'd you enjoy the episode?
Show. Good. It's a good, nice battle from last time. Last time was rough. Not rough. Scary. I don't know. Yeah, good. I don't know.
Was it
No
even
thoughts.
interesting as easy as it was?
Yes, it made me feel very good. And I think that is the important part.
It was a lot of criticals. You guys did good.
Good. And you wasted, not wasted. You used 4 hero points? At least one round.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I really did. Because, man, if you guys would have failed one of those checks, paralysis is a bitch.
Yes, it is.
It would have been really fun.
Okay.
But that's okay. Yeah, that'll be another ooze that you guys find in the future, another cube. That'll come up to you guys again. Shelly, a little bit of where can people find you before we end up playing again?
I might also add that you only have 2 hero points now.
I do.
We got you down to 2.
Ooh.
So,
And we don't have NPCs, so it's
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So let's just keep that in mind as we go into our next battle.
okay.
Hey, I'm Shelly, also known as Flea Monkey, also known as Hey, it's Flea Monkey on Threads and Instagram. Here every other Wednesday right now for the summer. Every Tuesday over at Guild Superior, playing in the World of Greyhawk as a hero. And then next Saturday and the following Saturday, also on Guild Superior, we're doing Tales of the Whisper Woods. It's kind of a cool little story, so come check it out at noon. CDT. And I have been Guzmik, your friendly neighborhood cleric.
Marvelous. And again, everyone, my name is Tithalanos. Thank you again for joining me once again as we get to play in Cyrenthe again. Players, thank you for joining me. I love getting these little snippets of lore out and these random ideas that come up and you guys may not have to deal with in the future. Because a strange undead beholder without a heart?
That's something.
I don't think it is.
We've got at least 10 levels before we deal with that.
Maybe. You're already going to see one lich. Why not have a beholder lich?
Lich
You're
Dad.
not supposed to be telling them that.
No, it's a
Hashtag
joke. I
lich.
let everybody think it's a joke, and when it's real, then they're shocked
Yeah,
because
well,
they're not expecting a lich anymore.
Yeah, we've been softened by the jokes.
100%. That's
And then bam.
how the GMs play the long game. All right, everyone. We're gonna call it there again. We are gonna actually be taking the next 2 weeks off, so we should be back on I think the 26th. 26th. No, that's the week we're taking off.
July 3rd.
July 3rd. Yeah. All right.
third, right before the weekend.
July 3rd. I was thinking we might play again before my birthday, but we're doing it afterwards. So
Nope.
July 3rd, we will be back. Possibly, it will depend on a bit on holiday plans, since that is the day right before the 4th of July. So tentatively, we're going to aim for it. Keep an eye on my Twitter and socials, and if you want to join my Discord, you can also get an update that whether or not we're going to be playing. I'll make sure to be posting there more often and giving updates on Cyrenthe. So, everyone, you have a good couple weeks, and we shall see you in July. Have a good one, everyone. Where's my outro? There it is. Bye.